Hey, Entre Fam, it's Young, and this is video 65 out of 90. Um, I had a pretty long day again today. Uh, well, maybe not too long. I did end at 5, but that's only because I had to go to our community group at church, and we had some fun there. My wife, if you saw her last week, when I did my video, I said that we gathered and I kind of talked about my testimonial this week. My wife did, so it was nice uh, going through that and everything. Also, continually getting to know one another within our community group. And but yeah, the reason I think it was a little long for me is because I've had this piece of junk laptop from work um, for so long, and they finally decided to give me an upgrade, right? And they sent the laptop, and I got it, and of course I open it, and it's damaged because I don't know, UPS handled it wrong. One of the corners. It was still operable, but one of the corners, I don't know, either they dropped it really hard or something hit it really hard, but one of the corners was basically dented in the laptop and basically split the casing open right from the corner. So I had to report that, and then they wanted me to send it back. So it's gonna be a little while till I get another laptop or a new laptop again. But I spent a long time, just most of my day just going through that, and they had me take pictures of everything, and it took forever, and I wasn't able to do any work, like real work at my job. And so the last half of my job, I was just, it's like a time crunch. I was trying to get everything done like within half a day. Um, so yeah, that's kind of why it seemed kind of long. I did come back home after our community group and work some more, so that's also why it's a little bit. It seemed like a bit of a long day. You know, like I said, I'm gonna be having a lot of long days, but I guess it's a everyday reminder of why I'm doing this. So I guess that's kind of good. Um, I guess I should get my little shirt of the day out of the way. It's Guardians of the Galaxy with pop figures. So the reason why I have so many Marvel shirts is because I used to subscribe to one of their boxes, like a Marvel box, and it came with a bunch of goodies and stuff. Actually, I have them piled over there in the corner. They're in boxes and things. We were gonna try to get some shelving in our house so that we can kind of put those and display those kind of things around, and that's why my office is a mess right now. It's because we don't have places to put stuff, because we were planning to buy shelves, and I was planning to sand them down and uh, you know prime them and paint them and all that stuff, but we haven't had the funds to do it, so they're just sitting in the corner for now, until we're able to do that. But yeah, anyways, I also wanted to give a shout out to my good buddy Kristen. Oh, sorry, not Kristen. What am I saying? Sorry, I'm really tired. Kristy, for starting her 90-day challenge videos. So awesome. I was happy to see you started, and looking forward to all your videos. So let's see, throughline challenge. So yesterday I talked about my wedding, getting married. Today I'm going to talk about our honeymoon. Yeah. So we were fortunate in for our wedding we're able to get a lot of things that we're actually still using now, from wedding gifts and things like that, like silverware and plates and all that stuff. And we were very grateful for everybody and their gifts and stuff. And we were, because we didn't really have much money, and we were able to get a bunch of stuff that we were, still using till this day. We were also able to. We were also fortunate that we had some friends that give us, a little bit extra spending money so we can spend on our honeymoon. Now, our wedding and a honeymoon, other than the things like my mother-in-law letting us use her place of business for free, and things like that. Basically, our wedding we paid for on our own. Paid for. We actually took out a credit card and are still, because we didn't really have much money, and there was no way we could have even paid for remotely anything in our wedding. Um, but we took out a credit card and paid for everything ourselves, which we're currently still paying off. But we also used that credit card on, to book our honeymoon. So yeah, we my wife, like I mentioned before, she loves Disney, so we went on a Disney cruise. So we didn't go to Disney World. She's been to Disney World when she was a kid, so she wanted to do something a little different. She's never been on a cruise, so we said why not. So we went on a Disney cruise. We were thinking about getting one of those nice honeymoon suites, but they were crazy expensive. So we just got kind of like a family suite type place that had a veranda and stuff. So it was nice. Although next time I think if we go on a cruise, I don't think we're gonna get something so fancy because we barely spend any time in that room. Maybe we'll spend more time in there if we have kids because they need to take naps and stuff. But we'll see. Anyways, so we went on a Disney cruise. It was super nice. Even though it's tremendously expensive, I actually recommend them. They spoil you to no end. Just the dining experience is just they have all these different dining rooms that you eat at different throughout the time you're there, and you just kind of rotate through them, and you actually have the same server that stays with you throughout through each dining area. And so they because they want you to have the same waiter, same server, and be kind of develop a relationship with them and stuff. And it was really nice, and our waiter was awesome, things like that. And it's just all you can eat menus, fancy, almost like fancy dining, and you can just eat if there was a filet mignon, you could order 10 filet mignons. They wouldn't bat an eye. Not that I did that, but it was really nice. And I think during that time, there were a couple things I that was going through my head, and one being, this is nice. I'd love to do this a lot more. I mean, this was kind of like a one-time thing for us, and at the time, because like I mentioned, we didn't really have much money, and we had already taken a credit card for the wedding, so why not? We're gonna be paying for the credit card anyway, so why not just go ahead and book a honeymoon that we're gonna love. So. But I remember thinking this is nice, and I would love to do this for my family more and more, as an annual thing, maybe even twice a year thing. But of course I didn't have the means at that point. But I remember thinking that, and the second thing I remember was that feeling was that, of course, just seeing all these. We were newlyweds, so of course we didn't have kids, but seeing families and stuff, and I just imagined seeing being on the cruise again with a family though, in the future, and just having a great time and things like that. And I think at that point, I really, it was kind of like a reality hit, I guess, in the sense of I understood that if I wanted to get there, I'm gonna have to work really hard, in a sense, at my current job, really work my way up and try to get, way more than I was making at that point. I mean, but so I think that's kind of when I knew that something needed to be different. I needed to do something to to change that situation. I didn't know what, of course, and um, I think I kind of started like looking around at some different options online, and maybe that's what maybe that's what kind of eventually led to Def's ad popping up on my Facebook and things like that. But yeah, I just remember I wanted that for my family, but as a regular thing. So that's kind of where I realized that, and that I needed to do something, but I didn't know what exactly. And this just kind of furthered my uh, also my view of like how much I wanted a family and to be able to provide this awesome life for them. So yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm striving for. I mean, not exactly in the sense of striving for being able to go on Disney cruises whenever we want, but being able to provide things like that for them, and living a good life where we don't have to really worry about money. I like when I say that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel this way too. Is just like, yeah, I don't want to worry about money, but I don't want to be somebody who just has like a bunch of money and does nothing with it. I want to be able to give back to the community, to um, you know, like I mentioned many times before. I want to do stuff. I want to do something to impact the adoption and the foster care system. That's kind of like my ultimate goal right now, and I really want to do that. And though I have, everybody has those things like the doubts that might come creeping up. Like, can you really do this? Like for example, right now, I haven't had any members come into my group even after I started it, and it's been like 2 weeks. But and you also get that imposter syndrome, things like that, and like even though through all of that stuff, I kind of have this something inside me where I know I'm gonna succeed, and I think it's there because I know that God, for me, I know that God supports my goal, and I know that since God supports my goal, what's there to stop me, right? So all I have to do is just have faith. All I have to do is work hard to get there, not to give up at every, maybe every valley I might hit, but to just really, do the work and strive to get there. So, yep, another long one. Sorry about that. I know all my videos are getting long, but yeah, I just have a lot to say, I guess, for some reason. A lot of it's rambling too. But anyways, thank you for watching, and yeah, see you on tomorrow's video. Stay awesome, mantra.